All right, Jerry Detweiler, you are the education director at nav.com, which is a brand we absolutely love. And we have been so grateful for the relationship that we've had with Nav, not just as Nav being a client of ours, but we've done advocating for Nav because it's just such a great product and service. And you and I have been working together for a great length of time. But we had the opportunity to do some great kind of social media and brand building work with Nav. And I'm wondering if you'd be willing to maybe just kind of share from your perspective what your experience was like, honestly, in terms of working with Up My Influence.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, Josh, I've been affiliated with the PR world for a few decades now. So I've done all kinds of, spokesperson tours for major brands and major companies. I've done things as, with different partners. And when you explained what you were doing, it was like, yes, I get it, right? Because PR can be very expensive and it can be a black hole. If it's not done right, it's a lot of money for something that really doesn't have very specific measurable results. And we all know how the world has changed now, and so much of it is based on social media and the people you're reaching through social media, and not in a spammy way, but in an authentic way. So what I love about what Up My Influence is doing is you are affordable. You are focusing on what really, really matters to both the small business owner as well as the brands and companies that they're going to work with. So it's not just about a nice press release, but it's really about growing your influence and network to grow your small business. Yeah. I saw results with my social media, which is thrilling because I really don't like to spend a lot of time on social media myself, and I don't have that time. So partnering with someone who could help me be more effective is really just, it's really worthwhile. And for the small business owner who's busy, you don't have time for this. You got to find someone who knows what they're doing and let them help you go to that next level.
Jerry, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. And what we're talking about is authority. And you've got so much authority because you've been an expert in this field for a good length of time. You've published many books. Nav certainly is a successful brand as well to be associated with. But it's really important that our what we show on the web, either social media or what shows up in our bios or our media kits, it has to reflect that. And so we did some work, I think, particularly on social media. And could you maybe just share from your perspective for someone who's like, well, this Josh guy seems all right, Up My Influence, like the price seems right, like they seem legit. In terms of like your experience in what the month to month relationship was like, was it satisfying for you? Did you feel like they did what they said they were going to do?
Oh, yeah. Well, my experience has been with some very large PR firms that there's a lot of promises made that don't get fulfilled. Right. And that unfortunately does happen. What I've found with My Influence is that the communication is very clear. It's very clear on a regular basis. But more importantly, I saw results. So I saw my Twitter engagement, my Twitter following increasing, and just some pointers I picked up for you. I'm not even sure how much your team worked on my LinkedIn, but just the pointers that I picked up from LinkedIn from you guys, that alone helped me improve my LinkedIn profile and reach and audience as well. So there's just a lot of value in working with someone who knows what they're doing and is an expert at what they're doing, right? That's what I like to do as a credit expert, is help people cut through the noise. And I know that's what you're doing as an influencer expert to help these small business owners grow their business.
That's very kind of you to say. Jerry, I guess if you were to share from your perspective the importance of your social media and or your digital authority, why do you think that that's important for other business owners or people that want to have a strong personal brand? Why should they care about their online influence and or authority?
Well, I can tell you from personal experience that certain opportunities, an interview on a podcast, write up on a top online publication, those kinds of things bring people out. They want to connect with you. And I've seen that happen again and again in my own personal experience and background. And that's the kind of thing that can bring you new business opportunities. I would not have written my last book, Finance Your Own Business, with Garrett Sutton, who was on Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad team, if I didn't have the influence and connections to get introduced to Garrett, to find out that's what his audience needed, and that was the direction that I needed to go as well. So you never know where these things are going to lead, but if you're not out there, it's not going to happen. I can guarantee that.
Yeah. Jerry Detweiler, you're the education director with nav.com. You are a fixture in the in the business credit space. And I really appreciate your authority and everything that you've done for this community. And thank you so much for being willing to share just briefly your experience of our work together. Truly, truly is an honor to work with Nav and certainly to work with you.
Thank you. Thanks, Josh.